I think the interesting part about this is that Complexity love Vertigo, but their pistol win rate is extremely low.
Okay. Oh, it's a red flag early. Berettas are taken off of it. And Brolin keeping his head down from behind the sandbags, all looking good, but ooh, backs turned all too many a time. Have I seen this from Cole? They let it slip, and Brolin gets nothing out of that. Oh, man.
Ooh, I mean, I don't know if he could have aimed much better there. I kind of feel for him a little bit.
I understand not going for the planter. His hands are busy.
Down, yeah.
You go for your second target, but you miss that shot. Then you end up stopping nothing. So Brolin could have been, but instead Grim gets his late flank, and Complexity will indeed pick up a pistol.
Yeah, so they're shooting around like 35% on pistols with a lot of maps played, and suddenly MOUZ has to play a little bit of catch-up, and FaZe have to prove that they're that team again here at Cologne, even though they looked a little sloppy to start the year off, the second half of the year off.
Well, Floppy gets into it right out of the gate. That's a heavy bit of emphasis from MOUZ to try and take lower B. JT sensing an opening and a chance out on ramp. This is Brolin down to a 0-3 start, and one that will bode well for Cole, looking to convert through the first gun round out of MOUZ.
And it absolutely is the CT side that's a problem for MOUZ on this map, where we'll see Brolin challenging the ramp a lot. And when he's on point, it's great, but moments like this are up for question. But look at the flank in place here for Shuhei.
Wow, well timed. Takes the head off his counterpart. Of course, bomb now spotted as it tries to work its way up. Ramp Elige. That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
Just this rifle dominance from Elige. Torji stuck inside the elevator waits. He's got a teammate along the yellow wall. Insertion, but Floppy's flank a little too slow to be able to trade. He does get the other, and Holster finds it from the top of ramp. So we go 2 up for Complexity. Survivors here in place, 3-0. An excellent start to a map pick we all could have predicted. Careful, floating out there, Brolin again.
Wow, Elige is playing amazing right now.
Without a kill. Oof, Elige half health down. Great grenade. But you are right, Elige starting incredibly hot.
It's the nature in which he's getting these kills. Just that right amount of aggression too.
If there is
that was
anybody...
yesterday lost to Falcons on this map.
Yeah.
You know, in that series.
But you were saying they were kind of laughing through it.
Laughing through the misery. Laughing through the pain, I guess. Yeah, there was that clip, of course, where Torji gets the, with the 1-on-4 attempt and kills his own teammate. And so they were a little lackadaisical. And that's a little bit worrying for MOUZ, because that's kind of how Dallas went wrong.
Right. Insertion alongside Jim Pat here inside B. Floppy and Grim, though, coming out on top of this, and Floppy's doubling down. Now, listen, if you've got Elige popping off at the start of a game, that's one thing. Come to expect it. But Grim is 5-1. Floppy just got a double kill. And we have all, from North America, sat back and awaited the core rifle of Complexity to come together as a pack, because we know the skill that Grim possesses, we know the ceiling that Floppy has, but it's the 3 of them alongside Elige coming together that unfortunately doesn't happen often enough, right? It feels like that is the undoing of Complexity.
They don't need any more ceiling, just floor. That's it. With Elige's consistency, they have a complete star player who shows up literally every single time. You know, 2 maps out of a 3-map series, he has got like unreal numbers. So that's enough to argue that, you know, it's just a floor.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
I guess so. Go ahead and do what you have to, Torji.
And moments like this are pretty important, because you come in with a decent enough buy that you can reasonably pull off a win, and it's on a round that you save, so you're going to have double up on your economy if you pull it off. So, oh, but a shot missed.
CT's given up a bit of slack, man. If it's not Brolin missing the back of heads and pistol, it's now a missed op shot, and what could have been a free one.
It was a right play. They would have gotten a kill there.
You can sit around and laugh your way through a Falcons map loss, but Complexity are truly believing. They've talked about their confidence coming into Cologne because of their opening games here. They're shooting straight, but Jimpat and Shuhei.
Did he just fall off? Floppy just fell off
Ew.
the whole map. Oh.
Where?
Just right where Jimpat was looking.
Jimmy jumps over the wood and just scares Floppy to death?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sat here trying to criticize their individual levels. Apparently, they don't need to shoot you.
This is a way back into the half. That's around where they don't invest that much.
Of course.
Half by. Torji misses his first shot. Complexity still try to commit forward and lose to the MP9.
See if Halzerk can get anything done. He takes a tag back from Torji, who may have just shot through the cone. Process that.
Rules.
Grim, he gets his as well, but even with the Torji shot, they set him up to close this. So with a round that features less weapons, we get Jimpat coming through with 3 kills, and I'll even give him the 4th if he's the reason Floppy jumped.
And it was off the tack from Cyclone.
JT looking short. Has been his. He's made impact from these spots. Oh, he saw the Opper. Torji repositioned here behind sandbags. Opening kill yet again for MOUZ. Utility pressure both ways. Torji just trying to escape. Floppy waiting out to see if anybody jumps wood again. There will be this consistent Floppy versus Jimpat fight queued towards B site as the map goes on. Floppy is somebody who has been bringing these more aggressive lurks to the table for Complexity in recent weeks. Looking to hold off on short, as we're going to get 2 players to the top of the ramp. Torji missed chance. And now Halzerk knows where to hone in on if he wants to get that counter pick. We hit 35 seconds as Grim gets softened up. The wide swing comes through, and it is MOUZ to indeed just stop this one before things get too problematic. Torji back to Floppy. No response out of Complexity. Not 1 kill as that half by last round converts to 2 in a row. Meanwhile, a couple of rounds where there's no action on B, so Utility gets Torji back, takes half his health down. That's not bad. Floppy's patient, waiting.
Jump up.
Flash comes over, Jimpat jumps, and with it, the opening kill. So very nice util usage, back and forth, MOUZ makes it.
Now they know it's a B split, right? At least for that second 45. But the thing is, they can go back if they want to. Brol in perfect position to make sure you get the info to guarantee it's not going to be A in this round. Now the CTs can just sit and watch this. They have a distinct advantage. 5v4 and full information.
Torji takes a more off angle. Not going to give anything to the counter pick that could be, but again, Halzerk not working with the AWP.
That's a massive call out.
Jimpat finds him on the edge of the wood. We do get that mid-split trying to come through, but Grim doesn't have that killer instinct just yet. Wants contact. Means Halzerk or someone else from ramp's got to go big. Torji turns over towards the climb up. We still got the quad control. That's Jimmy swinging. Torji overwhelmed. JT with the double kill. Crunch into the B site. 2 fights on 2 fronts, but MOUZ hangs on.
That was a very good effort, but every C2 move there is perfect. I mean, Jimpat plays his position so well.
Feeling a little friskier for the mid control this time. Grim is not ready for a fight. He's just here chucking nades, and so they jump him. Oh, they go in and isolate the utility support of the ramp fight. I mean,
nice
silver lining, at least Complexity did get 1 towards ramp, but you've lost mid control, and you didn't have what was that continuity and utility to scale forward off the frag. So they try something different, putting Halzerk over top of wall. Doesn't look like anybody's going to step back into this. There's a chance the Opera comes over, but Torji's more concerned about the possibility of a B hit. Shuhei goes in off the flash, and the CT's just staying so active here. Maybe running a bit of a risk, but it all cues this up. Zershin comes through to clean up, and it's another majority alive here for MOUZ as they find their groove on Vertigo.
They just haven't lost since winning that half-buy round, literally.
Roland peels back. Final round of the half, it's featuring Galils across the board here for Complexity.
No one's looking. You don't even have to verify that he said that. You know he did.
Oh, Roland.
It's that fight. Ugh.
He really wanted to get into sandbags.
Yeah.
Wanted to maybe redeem it from the pistol to end the half where things went awry.
And the site is it's understaffed.
Yeah. Looking like one of the better moments here for Cole, just because it banks off of contact. And one of the few times MOUZ didn't actually go fighting down ramp since we've seen them progress with this momentum.
Oh, this walk around.
Nice climb from Shuhei. Floppy doubles down.
Okay.
And then Shuhei slides right back into the same angle, gets a double kill himself. That is his 3rd of the round. No. Zershin out from elevator, and Grim is going to have to piece up a 1v2 with a minute to the clock and the bomb down on that railing. He gets one, but Shuhei delivers, and that is 4 frags for the IGL. That is 7 rounds straight for MOUZ, and Complexity's early momentum, nothing but stardust at the end of the half.
Can't help but assume they need a second as well. And MOUZ also get way more comfortable here on T side.
Oh, for sure. It's a common sight to see Halzerk here with Berettas on short, so this shouldn't catch MOUZ off. Pretty mainstay of the CT pistol. It ain't pretty, but it is 2 kills to come out for Complexity. But the man advantage also opens a door for Jimmy.
Little sneaky Jimmy, slipping Jimmy.
A real slippery one this round. We get that huge transition over from the other 2 Ts. Of course, Floppy has to be extra careful. He cuts down Torji, gets gushed, and he would have seen the peek from Jimmy, surely, right, as he dies?
Bomb has been planted.
You'd think.
They might just jump on him. Brolin plays it perfectly, though. I think this is to prepare.
Tries to distract, tries to pull attention over. Jimmy takes a slightly wider angle. He gets his fight to CT and gets his 2 frags. Oh man, 2v3 post plant. JT just has to try to hammer it home. And, oh, he gets one! The jumping player falling back. JT
nice
killer instincts there, but the second frag's not. Jimpat sees the opening, takes the space, and closes down with 3 frags in the pistol. Sershin looking for it. They try to peek before fire fades. Little surprise attack, I think. Nets them 1 kill. Not bad. Brolin waits back. That's an MP9 here from JT pressed against it. A half buy back the other way would do a lot of good for Complexity. But Torji's got other ideas. 14 frags secured. Floppy in the 1v3. Has managed to get past 1, but they're all over him, and they'll close down from that point forward. Triple kill from Torji, just when things looked like maybe Cole could rob a round away. MOUZ and Complexity, if we do want to kind of beat them down on team spirit and camaraderie, MOUZ just incredibly group of young players.
That's what they mastered right away.
Yep.
They mastered that years ago.
I asked Bubsky earlier today if you could join one team, who would it be? And he said MOUZ. And he said because of the lack of ego, because it's a real unit. Nobody's trying to be bigger than any one other player. It's not about that. It's about the team, the results. And I think that one of the reasons they do hit so hard is because they have each other's backs.
It's like a total contrast, right?
Grim sat in middle, waits 5v4. MOUZ just playing their options, sending Jimmy out to do his thing on B. They get the climb up here from Shuhei. Jumping over the box, gets dinked. That's good damage from Grim at least, but Sershin activates. The extremities start to move out. Jimmy felt resistance, Sershin did not, so they do start to move over to the A play, and Halzerk at the moment just kind of utilitied out of the zone.
They're not playing outside the perimeter, so exertion just is a nightmare for them. They feel like they have to sit in place. The T's can come over. He's made the move. He's made the move.
Yeah, we get the smoke over towards short arch. Sershin crossing into the site. Looking for those headshots as he does. It's JT to just emerge. And Brolin and Jimmy take it right back. So any little bit of success for Complexity just gets stomped out so fast. A little peek from the CT halls. Brolin just going to show some skin, keep them back, make sure nobody can come through and stop Jimmy. Bomb plant, and we're talking about 11 rounds straight.
Dude, 11 rounds straight. Not a single player from Complexity has 10 kills yet. Will JT be the first to get 10 kills here? Here's his chance, maybe.
Shuhei, you are just ratty. Flashbang pressure.
There it is.
Oh, they hang on. They hang on for good measure. 4 MOUZ members down and 2 saves out of Complexity.
You never call it out. You never get the rotations. You're never there in time.
Here we go. But
30 seconds, man.
a bit too late.
They're not even in a position to rotate because they aren't sure.
Floppy, there's a Molotov out there on Shuhei, so you'd think it's destined for him. But he's able to hang on to his position, gets blown away by Brolin. He hit the dink and he sets up JT, but then Grim comes out from smoke and it looks winnable here for Complexity. After 11 rounds out of MOUZ, will they finally put another on the board, or is Sershin just going to break their hearts? He doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the bomb, and so Cold Deuce sprinkle in a 6th.
Kill maybe after time, right on the second. I'm not sure right there. He's got a little bit of money left over.
But that's the only thing he saw, right? One player getting beyond wood. We get the rotates coming through. Complexity looking to bolster this. 2 eyes in mid, just in case there's a split. That's not the case. And so MOUZ just look to pound through the site. Floppy hangs on. And still Shuhei trying to get that MAC-10 active. Hanging on with a little bit of health. Brolin's Tech 9 toppled. Shuhei's jumping SMG delivers, but it's a good rotation. It's an original hold from Floppy. He doesn't falter. He hangs on to his bomb site, and Complexity can start to play the catch-up game.
Yeah, they're shooting really good right there, and they do also win with 3, so it keeps their money up. They get the op this time around. Then they won with a half buy. Then they got an eco out of it. Now it's going to be another sort of real hard test. Halzerk up front. And oh my god, the peek from Shuhei is so careful because his teammate already goes by and doesn't get shot. He could have been lazy on that. That could have been an opportunity for Halzerk. Yeah, but instead it's a bullet in the dome.
Shuhei.
JT's just dying.
Oh my god,
he was sitting in the molly.
Forced him out. Nade finds him. We know Shuhei's that's your teammate.
Relax, Torji.
Liege on the chase. Xerxin hangs on for a bit. They're starting to sense that they can go overwhelm that B site. Odds are it is just Floppy, and it is indeed. No utility support. No flashbang to come out from middle. Nothing here to help Floppy. It is all him and a wood wall between the rest of the MOUZ players. They're going to soften him up, spray him down. Just such an unsafe position, unfortunately. Torji's able to turn back. Liege will not win that flank. And so Grim is left to go for the save. Yes, they get a few in a row, but back to the gun rounds, back to reality, and back to the MOUZ winning ways.
Okay, no save here for Grim. Very expensive, but still a position for Cole to buy. They just somehow now have to make this comeback happen.
JT's got it over towards B site though, so that won't be a part of this.
Nice.
Good peek from Halzerk. Working alongside Liege, and he hits his follow-up. So round 21 is an instance of Halzerk's success.
I know why MOUZ waited, because they normally have not stuck around to keep eyes down ramp, but this time they do with Halzerk, and look what it nets them. A kill and a half.
Jimpat closes in.
Yeah, careful.
Man, how many times are you going to give Jimpat this space?
Yeah.
You can't respect it. Molotov back quad. Jimmy's got him locked in. Floppy smoked away. But his teammate hadn't left entirely. We get this walk back from JT, trying to add himself into the B site, trying to do anything to keep Floppy alive back on quad, which he will. JT offers a lifeline. Floppy just still trying to stay alive as Grim even rotates in. Liege is down, Floppy's dead, and oh, MOUZ, 4 seconds. Torzi gonna try to go for the frags here. It's no peek from the second to guarantee it, and it's Halzerk's USP to finish what he started. Complexity. It's only 3 more rounds.
It's only 3 more rounds, and that's another good one. And you know,
but a missed shot. Gives MOUZ an inkling that this A setup's going to be a little different. Still this forward presence from Complexity, but not looking to take overt risks. Xerxin more than happy to slide through utility in these kinds of moments. More than happy to take the fight to the defense. Bottle to the chest of JT, a peek off of the sandbags. Now Liege is stranded, and Shuhei double headshots. Just like that, this newfound A setup with no op included gets owned. MOUZ 5 strong, 2 wounded, but a couple Complexity players able to push through smoke and gain these angles. There is still something for them to work with. Fighting off with the back foot. Shuhei puts his 3rd into the kill feed. Halzerk's hanging on. 2 kills. And as he doubles back, he is safe to wrap round. Cautious that someone's in sight, but it is that Brolin flank that could be the end-all. Oh, he misses. And so this 2v5 gets equaled out. Halzerk's looking for more, but a missed chance from him is the end of Complexity here on map 1. Trying their damnedest after the 5-0 start. MOUZ's resilience shines through. It's a different looking MOUZ than that faced Falcons yesterday.
Subscribe to ESL CS right now.
Last matchup, a 13-6. Chev and Jay taking us through it. Ooh. Xerxin gonna have to observe from the sideline. JT gets that 1 tap. It was looking good for a moment, but now this A site has already been taken over. Floppy comes through with the frag to Brolin. Just didn't look like he was able to disengage from the outer smoke. Floppy then tries to get in. Good flank here from Grim. Oh, the Berettas almost get away from him, but the problem being bomb planted and Torzi looking to lock it off. We've got no kit for the CTs. Bomb planted on main side, so Torji will be able to peek in when he decides to.
Fake tap.
He calls it. Now back onto the bomb. JT sticking this one. Torji, it's all about the timing, and he won't be able to win the first fight. Doesn't get a peek at the diffuser. Grim is the man of the hour. Coming through in Hut. even if he didn't get that second kill himself, Mohan, he had him scared. It's going to take more than a pistol loss to deter MOUZ from the confidence they have on Nuke, but Elige, maybe that'll help. Gets dinked. Offers one back. Excuse me. Floppy dropping down into B sites and hanging on a little bit. Just at the base of ramp. Looking to come back in to join Halzerk on a bit of a foray.
Careful on this.
Ooh, gets punished. Halzerk, a one and done. Brolin comes through with his, and with it, man advantage now in the hands of MOUZ, but still some work to be done.
Double heaven, and I don't know, they're waiting for it. They're not running and crossing this line.
JT all the while. Oh,
he comes
what?
down. Okay, and JT, oh, a fast step from JT. They hurt him. Uh-oh, that's a huge mistake, too.
Brolin looks back, hits his dink, and things go from bad to worse for Complexity. Just when they thought they had a little wiggle.
Nice me. Trying to see how this situation distills before we talk about anything else, because Floppy is about to have a swing coming in. Nice one.
A Floppy 5-7 can be felt around the world, but Torzi makes sure he's not able to jump back over the railing, and so, you know, nice breakdown by Bubsky on the desk. In between maps, talking about how Shuhei in these moments kind of slows down the pack, gathers, doesn't get deterred by, say, Halzerk's scout over towards ramp on Vertigo specifically. And I feel like this is another one of those moments where let's keep an eye on his calling. Where does he put his pieces? Avoid the hiccups.
Late squeaky's always a great option. 5-7 comes out. Shuei's a little bit ahead of this.
Yeah, that timing from Shuhei is what gets Grim down. Oh, nice shot from Halzerk. That's a problem.
Oh.
JT off the ladder. 5 men coming together for Complexity to best MOUZ as brothers. That's what it's supposed to be.
15
Shuhei.
seconds. There's actually no time to go downstairs.
Surely
Might be
Shuhei.
too hard to plant upstairs. Flash, and actually...
Done. Surely. Done.
Okay.
No bomb plant denied in the last second. Complexity. It's a reason to celebrate. And look how happy they are.
Yeah, amazing.
Elige allows the cross. There's a lot of bodies making it over here for MOUZ. All 5 of them down the secret steps. They're going to run fast. Going to try to challenge the rotation timing, but we've got Floppy locking into Dark. JT dies. Torzi, stop team killing.
He loves team killing on this map.
Ooh,
Nice
double
one.
kill out of Floppy. That's what they needed. Bomb to the back of the sights. And as the hands are busy on Shuhei, it'll be another clutch attempt from him, but one he should really not get much in. Well done from the ramp player to disengage, not offer a 1v2 instead. They double up on the single door. Bomb planted back silo. Shuhei will not be able to stop them. Complexity comes out. Grim, single point of health. That's all he needs. They go up 3-1. We get Jimpat on the receiving end of a 2-player push. They know what they wanted.
Oh,
Jimmy.
Jimpat!
3 kills out of the corner. Brolin stops JT. Complexity signed up for a fight. They didn't realize it was one-sided.
Just Elite 5 alive. Jimmy, take a bow. Uh-oh. Man, I wonder if they just read that. If they read the money so well that they could see this coming, or if it's just a gamble call.
Oops.
But Shuhei dies upstairs, okay. So they don't know everything that's going on, but they are right. It is time to go down. And eventually Floppy's going to get pulled back. I mean, I guess he could get this kill at least first.
It's a sketchy duel to go back into.
I think this speeds him up lower, though. There's no one clocked there. Going downstairs, there's no rotations here for the CT side.
No vent drop as of yet. Floppy has to walk down.
Now, conversely, there's no decon or control side taken over, but Floppy goes for an initial kill, and there's just no one else here. Now control side gets taken over. No retake utility. They could frag their way out of this one, but Brolin has to die first. See what happens now. They double up with him.
His first contact against JT. Instant headshot. Sees a little leg and softens him up. There goes Hulzerk off of this one. Jimmy down to 37 health, caught out by Grim. Crossing over the rafters, bomb planted along the wall. If they can hold decon, it's all good. Oh, and they will.
Okay.
Elige able to hold off. We said they had to come through with just the guns. No utility for the retake, but Complexity, a welcome sight. Frag out.
Yeah, it was.
A smirk, a smile.
That's nice. Great cover from Elige. I am in shock that they actually win this round after, no one's downstairs. They spot Floppy inside a secret without that duel coming down.
More than one body on this A floor. Molotov for Floppy. He's got to give it up. Hut at least isn't mollied, so it's an easy fallback. Oh my god, it seems so. Floppy finds one, keeping his head down and hanging on.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful follow through from Floppy. He goes up 3 kills deep. Shuhei into the clutch. It's a single bullet to drop Floppy above, but as he slides out, he goes down. Good first protocol on the molly, but the fact that they just jump onto the hut gave him sanctuary.
Yeah, definitely. There was a second molly here as well, but yeah, it just expired by the time they were fully out. Floppy plays off this angle beautifully, and an amazing third peek. Didn't they do both?
Hut was never mollied.
Oh, it was never mollied. Oh.
They did Fence and Mustang.
Okay.
Maybe something missed. Fast. Oh, so fast.
All right.
That's just disrespectful. Hulzerk comes in with the help from heaven. We've got that vent player almost cleaned up. No way they hang on. This can't be real. Not around like this. You know Complexity can't take it.
Think about the how brash this call is from Shuhei after they get shut down upstairs. On the last round, they don't even give Complexity time to think. They go for the exact same hit, faster with less guns, and win.
They drop a smoking just in case Hut would have been mollied as well, but it wasn't. Complexity just kind of left the door open. Elige trying to come through, and he gets shut down by Brolin. Ooh.
Oh, he could have actually won that if he cleared out opposite vent a little bit more carefully.
The MOUZ killer. Nothing for Elige, nothing for Grim. So Pistols try to get a little frisky. Pistols meet MOUZ. Oh man, even Torzi's approach is just extra cautious. And we kind of said even coming into the series, or you did rather, that the Falcons game and the loss on Vertigo could have kind of snapped MOUZ out of it a little bit, had woken them up.
Because they're trying to avoid Dallas.
Yeah, trying to avoid Dallas, and then obviously they jump into EWC to kick off this season. They quoted, of course, just kind of like a bit of burnout and a lack of practice ahead of Dallas. They wanted a little time off before an event. That time off clearly didn't do them too well. They end the first half of 24 on a low note. They start the season at EWC. What I love too is that we're gearing up for like what's been the best look for FaZe in a few events, and this asterisk that's still next to the rise of MOUZ. Can Shuhei ever best Kerrigan when it matters? Hulzerk, dead. Blown away by Brolin, 11-6. And he's got Shuhei right behind him if they wanted to keep going. But they've got a CT already isolated downstairs. And MOUZ, of course, as they always do, will just slow down into a more comfortable setup. Just bask in the glory that is the MOUZ team play.
Yeah, no kidding. Always someone to trade, always options open, lots of safety. And this spot, Jimmy surely gets caught off guard as Lobby gets taken over, and they'll be wondering why he's waiting for a ramp push, but it's actually sort of not going to give them the full story. They think they're going to come back to Lobby, but in reality, they're going up into heaven. I don't know if the CTs are ready for this.
Doesn't look like it.
No, they just think it's slower, man.
2 players downstairs.
I think Jimmy was going to flank from ramp into lower as well.
Makes a lot of sense. That's what we talk about with options open. And they did leave Torji towards Secret in case there was a push on that other end. Doesn't happen.
At this point, Cole could get some kills here because it's unclear where they are as well. But the bomb's going to go down. Heaven's taken over.
And
JT has no idea how this happened.
Plays a dangerous game against Xerxin, who all things considered has had a pretty quiet map. But as JT tries to get up there, Xerxin just blasts him off the ladder. Sit down. Who do you think you are?
Last round, got to go for it.
Floppy's going to have to get up the vent. A very difficult job, but he takes the place of Grim. Elige has come over from the lobby flank all the way from ramp, and it's a long road all for naught. Beautiful recovery out of MOUZ, much like back on Vertigo. 4 rounds in a row to close this one out. It was a wobbly start because of the force buys back and forth, but it feels like MOUZ yet again with momentum.
Complexity tried desperately to hold on CT side, and that's probably where it was most important. T side will be, that much more difficult. MOUZ should only be more comfortable for now.
Good gush. Torsey hanging on with 16 health here. Grim's going to keep him locked in behind a red.
Oh, they want him out of here so bad.
But as long as he holds that position, he's going to give shots. Oh, they're going to...
Oh, they missed the molly.
Wow, dude.
Oh my god. They got another gush, but they missed the molly. Oh, there it is.
Spread's a little late, but they get there. Of course, MOUZ were hoping that one of the other 2 CTs out here would get a chance to fire back. Not looking likely. Complexity going to be more than happy to sweep away the first 3 frags of the second pistol. Brolin in with Berettas, gets tapped back by Elige. 4-member play from Complexity to skate through this A site. A sigh of relief for Complexity as they pick up the second pistol.
Right, okay. That's really good pistol shooting here for Complexity.
Jimmy slipped forward into the trophy room. Ooh. Strong position for the Finn. There's Elige's top main contact to pull the first one off. Bomb gets dropped, but Elige has the trade frag. All looks good. Jimmy activates the flank. Grabs himself an AK. Brolin down in vents. Gonna try to slide up while they're not looking. Oh, and Floppy gets into the site to go for the plant, but then JT offers a frag back. Elige is doing everything that's asked of him. 3 kills into the round, and it opens just enough space for Floppy to try to cross along the wall. Brolin down to 18 HP, grabs the AK, goes for the save. If not for Elige, then who saves the day? A classic tale of Complexity.
Yeah, it's a good question.
And Floppy keeping the pressure up from inside lobby. Oh boy, Zershin was in the smoke. He gets his hands onto the AK, he lights up 2 more!
Oh no!
For real? Zershin! They crossed past him, and you could see the second T just getting scared because all of a sudden there's somebody amongst his pack of players. Chimpat off of the top of hut. It is heartbreak queued up for Complexity.
Ooh, that's not the way to go. Exertion on the perfect timing.
Man, I hope we have a replay of that from a top-down. Or just straight up from Zershin's perspective, because you can see the panic that it instills in the Complexity core.
They're spamming him down through Squeaky as well, and they don't clear close left inside of Mini. Floppy up, last alive, about to die. He'll go down.
Wow.
Rolling with 1. Zershin with the heavy lifting.
Nice boys.
Gun back in for Cole. Remember, they had the momentum. Ooh, they had it. They had 2 hands on it. Ooh, and Shuhei not going to win the fight against the Elige as Brolin goes deep into Hut trying to chase.
Oh, he can wait out the molly. They're not going to test him.
Yeah, it spread, it touched him, tickled his feet. He falls back into the site, sends a nade in deep. Trying to stay alive with a passive silo angle, just making sure to keep the body tucked and the head low. And banking on the rest of Complexity to do something for him. Elige probably removed from it all. Main player gets pounced on. Grim just catching him by surprise. We've got damage done to the T's. Zershin swept away by the Hut peak. Very nice split from Complexity into the A site, and they get MOUZ a little distracted with that outer wall of smokes. Too many sets of eyes for MOUZ looking in that direction, and good call by JT to just pounce inside the site.
Yeah, the late Squeaky works beautifully. And then they put Elige top of Silo as well to stop the rotation coming out of Secret.
Stagger?
To stutter it. They want to stutter the rotation coming out of Secret. And he is really annoying from up there. Poking his head up, shooting at Secret. I think he even gets some damage.
A dink in the process. And you can see the main player just scrambled. Didn't know whether he should turn outdoors or worry more about Squeaky. And he found out. He found out real quick. Complexity. Not without a fight.
Yeah, man. That was a nice round. And they get a lot of damage off on Brolin. That's nice, but his peak's a little bit more careful.
Well, they say you learn from losses. Complexity trying to pull one out of their sleeve. Torzi not going to miss his chance. His counterpart in Halzert goes down.
And they just leave one and reset.
And Jimmy freed up into Secret to peek as he pleases. JT trying to find a dual outer. Yeah, disengages. Jimmy comes up, doesn't see it. Here we go again. Complexity walking it out from Squeaky. Brolin low, and Floppy's able to capitalize. Shuhei got a one-tap. JT traded outer. And as Torji takes to the heavens, fire at his feet. Oh, he dives on Floppy. Jumps and still stands. Grim pinch. 2-2. MOUZ milk it on the A site and tie the game at 9.
Through the smoke, they get that kill. Oh, they were on to it. And just like that, you know, MOUZ were very wealthy last round, still put together the buy, and now it's Complexity who don't have much. They're really trying to take advantage of Brolin in front of Secret.
There's been a lot of fight coming out onto the A floor. Brolin, tries to hang on. He'll be good. Floppy Grim, JT.
All right.
Like that. And Torzi's missed chance, but Jimpat up in the rafters. Dives back sight. They're in the open. And that welcomes the re-peak from heaven. Torzi's a little insane.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
Wow.
Complexity. There is something going on with this emphasis on Squeaky, but they're finding wins on A. The CT side here on Nuke.
That's true.
And now enough to keep MOUZ on their toes. And MOUZ have held on to high spirits, but round by round, Complexity inch closer to stealing Nuke. Something that has never happened in this head-to-head is Complexity besting them on this map specifically. It's why everything felt like we were getting led to a 2-0. But an uptick in performance when it absolutely matters most.
Oh man, that smoke and Squeaky gives him some time to try to fight into lower. Exertion will fall back, and it looks like he'll beat this timing. We don't know if they approach on a boost or if they're just going to swing. Oh, JT. That's a big one.
Tries to just rocket down into B.
That's massive.
Incendiary beneath Brolin. He can do nothing to help. Jimpat gets 2 dry duels. Survives the second one. Almost gets finished off by the util. JT disengages. That is the bomb in sight. That's Floppy with a late lurk in vain. And nails his timing, but so does Brolin. Comes out, and Floppy's position known. Has to sprint down in, trying to stop the defuse. Covered by Jimmy in the rafters. Oh! There it is. The backbreaker by Brolin.
What just happened? He was in decon.
Guys, I'm sorry. It's all good there.
And the one way they die.
Caught on the cross. Xertion finding JT, who's trying to support the util, trying to get Elige going. Jimmy from the corner. It's not 1, but 3, and a 4th inbound in Elige. Good entry from Floppy. Shuhei could very well cut off the tail end of this pack. As Elige encroaches, we go down to Torzi, who dies. Floppy is turning it up. 2 kills for him in the round. Elige's flank found out. The lurk denied. And so we go down to the B site again. 25 to the clock, bomb planted. And as Floppy sits in the rafters low, Halzert's got the angle. Between 2 mines, double door swung. Brolin goes back and Grim closes them. Decon yet again compromised. Doors swinging. Floppy relegated to the backside. T's in the corners. Both go down. MOUZ tie up at 11.
Oh my god, they played that so well. Just a perfect amount of pressure. Exchanged the information. Knew exactly where the last 2 were. And of course, won their duels. Kept up every step of the way and didn't freak out when the exec was going on downstairs, and they had that lurk inside of Squeaky to make sure that Elige can't use his aim. They shoot him in the back, and they're patient. These are such nice entries from Floppy. It's unreal that he got his kill in control. But they just can't close out. Now that small mistake, which is actually, you know, a big mistake late in the game from Grim last round.
2 more smokes still for Complexity if they want to replace these, but time is ticking, and they could very well still get caught on this cross. Xertion sees a pack of players. Damage. Look how exposed they are. But they're going to fight their way over. Torzi wallbangs Halzert just as he had entered into Secret. We get that late lurk dealt with. Shuhei hits the shot, and with 3 players tiptoeing their way downstairs, they get found out again by Brolin. You can run from that A site, but you cannot stop him. A final attempt out of Floppy. His 2 entries last round, all for naught. And in this instance, yet again, Complexity come up short. 12 secured by MOUZ. The time works against him, the players dry up, and MOUZ are on the fastest route to playoffs.
The entire way, they are paranoid and suspicious that something is happening outside, and you see 1 nade, 2 nade, 3 nades come out, and they don't spot anybody. The end, you have a bit of damage coming in, but it's the fact that they knew now. It was the slow outside cross. Then Torji gets a shot as they delay the cross.
The start of so many rounds now. Brolin, MVP of the last round, is just so ready for those fights. 21 kills to his name, 22 to Jimmy. And they try to just trudge over top of the fire. Sershin happy to slip in and to try and put out a leash spotted inside of the smokes. The first to fall. Sure, they get that footing, but it's already Brolin down in vent. Similar to the last round, Torji slides through, Complexity desperate as always, and Floppy the last to fall. Their second attempt at a Cologne 1 year ago. Shuhei and Jimpat stepped forward in these red jerseys and they fell short, but not today. An uptick in performance at the start of the second half of 2024.